We're not there. We are here, but we're not there. I guess we got to go out and back in again, Michelle.
Don't leave us.
Don't leave us. Don't leave us. Can you believe this?
Sure.
Let's try.
Thank you for staying around. We've missed y'all.
It's been so long.
I know we've missed you.
Can you believe that? What is this omen telling us that we need to? I don't even know if the audio. Let me check the settings here to see if things are working.
Can y'all hear us?
Can you hear us? Audio.
Can you see us?
Yeah, you're right, Billy J. Noob.
We are noobs.
I forgot how to do everything. It was right off the bat, the camera. I mean, I had to go out and back in again.
Total blank screen.
Oh my gosh. Can you believe that?
We are so glad to be back.
We are, and
so glad to see
maybe
you guys.
the internet and content creator gods are telling us we should stay away. I mean, we try to come on, and then it just like, you're not coming on tonight, huh? Can hear and see you. There's Miss Joy, our friends.
Hi.
Hello, and the shows. I keep wanting to call them shows, but then I heard other people call them the shows. So is it like a show with S, shows, or shows? I don't want to say your name wrong, but
you would think after all this
I know,
time,
after all the time,
that right.
I've heard different people say it different ways, and then I'm like, am I right or am I wrong? And then when I hear them say it, I think they say shows, but I've been saying shows. I don't know.
Usually wrong.
John, how you doing? We're gonna go through and say hello here in a second. But yeah, we've been gone for a whole month, 4 weeks. The whole month of April.
Nutso.
It is absolute beast right now. It's crazy. I am driving 41 miles one way to work, which takes me anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and 15 minutes to get to work. So there's like a huge shalls. Per the shows, it's shalls. Okay, so I was saying it right, the shalls. No, now shows are saying it's wrong, Billy. So it is shows. I don't know. I'm just gonna say Roy and Amanda.
Okay, that sounds good.
That's a lot easier, you know. It's less Southern messing it up, you know. So yeah, it's a long drive for me to work. It puts a lot of pressure on Michelle. She's having to get Anthony to school, and then she's having to pick him up. She doesn't get off till after 5. I leave usually anywhere from 5 to 5:30, and then it's another 45 to hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes before I get home.
Crazy.
So it's late days, early mornings, late days. It's just been a beast lately. So kind of be honest with you, I was kind of in a funk. I was like, I don't have a vacation coming up. We canceled our June vacation because of our dogs. Still have the dog problems, by the way.
And we just don't know what's going to happen with work.
We don't know what's going on with our job. I mean, I do have a job for now, and hopefully things go well. But Haynes does have Champion up for sale, so we don't know if there's a buyer or not. There's rumors about that. And then, with me working for Champion now, I mean, anybody buys something, they can keep it and run it, or they can do whatever they want to with it. But usually it takes a little while to do something like that. So
we're just taking it one day at a time.
One day at a time, sweet Jesus. So tonight's show is going to be about, we're like, the month of June, May and June's going to start getting a little busier. July, August, September, October, November is going to be nuts at my work. So I don't know that if I can get, we got a cruise booked in October, going out of Baltimore to Bermuda. And this is for all you Scooby-Doo fans. So yeah, that cruise, I'm hoping we can still take it. October is one of the busiest months at where I'm at now. So we canceled, Tom was our agent, and we had the Vista book this in June to go to the A's and the C's, Aruba and Curacao. We had to cancel that because we didn't know if we could have anybody to watch our dogs. Plus, I didn't know if I was going to have a job. Now I feel like I'm okay for a couple months. So now we're looking at, should we go to Vegas or should we go on a cruise? And we'll get into that a little bit more because the cruise prices are absolutely out there. Unless you live in Florida. Now I understand why people live in Florida, Michelle.
Right. Especially the sunshine out of Charleston.
Maybe we should go to the Smoky Mountains. Maybe that's an omen too. I don't
I
know.
love the Smoky
The
Mountains.
Smoky Mountains are awesome.
Mike and I were teasing because he was trying to zip
Yeah,
up
I
his
I
beer.
was trying to zip up my cooler here. Look, and it's just like me. It was like get stuck.
It was.
It's like
He
my
was
belly. It's
struggling
my
to pull
belly and my
that zipper
pants. I'm
up.
trying to get my zipper up and I can't get it up. It was like, damn, that's just like Mike. So let's go through and say hey to everybody, and then we'll kind of bring up and talk about the two. Some of you that have been to Vegas, or if you've been on cruises, or you've been to both, you can kind of give us your thoughts.
Yeah, we've
We're
done both.
looking at 89% of you are saying cruise. 95% of you said on the Lovey's Fat Life community page, and it was like 37, 38 votes. 95% of you said cruise. So Josh told me, said, Mike, of course they're going to because you're a cruising channel. I was like, we're not a cruising channel. We're a food and travel channel that just so happens to cruise 99% of the time right now till the next pandemic. And then we're back to Smoky Mountains for a couple.
2/3 of our home is very undecided, and 1/3
Anthony knows what he wants to do.
Wants to go to Vegas.
He's like, I want to go to the Grand Canyon. I want to go to the Hoover Dam. That's 2 out of the 5 days. So, I mean, that's.
He wants to see the bright lights. He wants to see a big city.
Yeah. You walk down the street and smell like you're in Jamaica or something. I heard it's bad out there now. But a lot of you may not know this, but Michelle and I got married May the 14th at Excalibur in Las Vegas.
We did.
She dressed up like a queen or maiden, and I dressed up like a king.
Yep.
We'll have to show us pictures sometime.
We rented costumes.
Went out there. It's $500 21 years ago.
Yep.
$500. You got to rent the costume. You got a video.
Yes, video.
You got a copy of the marriage license.
Yep. And we got flowers.
And the pastor. And flowers.
Yep.
All
Pretty
for $500.
flowers.
$500. Couldn't beat that.
Beautiful flowers.
Yeah. So that was a good time. And I think we still got that on video, and it was converted to a disc. We ought to play that one night. It'll be fun.
Did we have it?
In a couple of weeks, yeah, Billy converted it for us.
Ooh.
We got to find it, but that would be fun to play that on a live. Us getting married about 75 pounds ago for me.
It was long. It was quite a bit for me.
Maybe been 100 pounds ago for me. I don't know. All right, let's go through and say our hellos, and then we'll talk about Vegas or cruising. Miss Meg, good to see you.
Hey, Meg.
We definitely missed you. We missed everybody.
You.
Blaine, good to see you in here as well. The KY Travelers was just talking about Tom and Brenda.
Tom and Brenda.
And I forgot to mess up on it because Tom was our agent and we had to cancel it. And I told him, Tom, I said, we're gonna get back with you. So Tom is doing some work behind the scenes, Michelle.
Oh, I didn't know
reached
that.
back out to him. Yeah, you didn't know that, did you?
No, you keep things.
I might be a surprise announcement tonight. He may message me and say, Mike, I got this going on. I'm like, okay, well, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Mr. Paul's in the house. Good to see you.
Oh.
The shows, Amanda and Roy. And if I butcher that, tell me I'm wrong.
Hey, Amanda and Roy.
Hey,
I'm not trying it. I'm not trying.
Destination Fun is out there.
Hey,
I saw her vlog on the celebrity the other day, a celebrity ship, I think from Thanksgiving. Sometimes I don't comment because I watch it on TV, but I'm still watching them, but I can't comment on them. Mike and Brady's in the house. Good to see you. Hey. Who else we got? I said Paul, didn't I? I did say Paul, didn't I? Captain Billy J is back to his antics. The real captain's here. He's giving Destination
Billy
Fun
J.
A hard time. And who else we got in here? A lot of early chat. We got Miss Tess in here. Miss Tess was saying,
"Hey Tess,
I like Vegas. I like it a lot.
Vegas is fun. We haven't been in a long time.
It's been over 10 years since we got Anthony. Let's see. Julia's in the house. We said that. Julia. John is in the house. Good to see you, John. All right, jumping around like crazy here.
It just took a big jump.
Together a big jump or dump. Together We Travel is in the house. Good to see you. Together We Travel. And Lauren lives life.
Hi.
Always usually say loves life, but I know you do that too. And Katie's in the house. Yeah. So Mike is my news guy. Mike texted me the other day. I'm at work. He's like, what's going on in Charlotte up there? And then poor situation with the poor officers and the agents
Oh,
got
so
shot,
sad.
and he knew it before I knew it. And he's texting me saying, "Hey, what's going on up there?" So it's about an hour and a half from where we live. Sad situation there, though. Pray for those families. Um, so my sister went to Vegas. My sister moved to Vegas in February and can't wait to visit
Oh
her.
my
Oh,
gosh.
please
I
give
don't
us
know
our
about moving
address.
there.
Yeah, we got friends that moved there. Joel and Christy, 20 some years ago. Joel was at
Mhm.
our wedding in
Yes.
Vegas.
He was the
He
only
was,
one that came to
he
see
was a
us.
bicycle cop back when they had bicycles on the street.
Mhm.
And then he just retired this past year,
Mhm.
driving a Harley Davidson around the Hoover Dam. That was pretty cool. Um, take him to when he turns 21. Yeah.
He will die if we wait that
Oh
long.
God, yeah. Now I mean, I mean a lot of we'll talk about it here in a little bit, but you can get away with Vegas without
Oh yeah.
too much sin. There's sin everywhere, but you can get away with seeing some things out in Vegas.
So a lot of it'll be Anthony and I goofing off and Mike gambling.
Funnel heads. Hey guys, welcome back.
Hey.
Thank you. So, what cruise are you going to in October out of Baltimore? We're going on the Pride. Uh, we are going on the Pride
Yes.
out of Baltimore
Mhm.
in October to Bermuda.
Yeah. What
And it's, I think, KY Travelers. Brendan and Tom are going to be on that same cruise. Josh and Michelle's on that same cruise.
what are the dates, Mike?
It's the first week of October, like the
Okay, good.
6th or something like that.
Good.
Pure Runner Travels in the house. Yes. And my main man there, I sent him a message today. So check your Marco Polo out, man. I talked to him, Richard. Left him a message today. He left me a message. So Captain with a J, let's see, Amanda says, I've been to Vegas. We had kids, so it was a family type trip.
Mhm.
We did the water show and the circus show. I don't think I would care to go back to Vegas. Okay, hey, that's
Yeah.
some people don't like it. Believe it or not, we used to go at least once, sometimes twice a year. I think one time, 3 times a year for about 7 to 10 years, right?
Yeah, it was yeah, it
We
was
went
for a
almost
little while.
every anniversary, and then usually in
Mhm.
August, which was the cheapest time, but it was 120
20
degrees out
degrees.
there at that
I
time.
don't know if I am
Um,
I don't know if I can handle that.
so Lauren, let's see, I think some other people's in here. Barb Smith is in the house. Good to see Barb. We did a short cruise from Long Beach, then drove to Vegas for a few days. Best of both worlds. That's right.
That is awesome.
That's right. Like when we went many years ago, we went to the Grand Canyon, rented a car, drove to the Grand Canyon, then drove back through Death Valley, California, so we could say we've been to Death Valley. Went up to Flagstaff. We'll talk more about that story
Sorry, I
here
didn't
in a
mean to
little bit.
scratch you.
But anybody else in here, Michelle? I think it's down at the bottom. See me traveling's in the house. Man,
Hey.
I'm missing Kurt and Marcia now. Kurt and Marcia with my new job. I can't. I'm having to lead the meeting at 8:30 in the morning, so they come on at 8. So I can't. I'm pulling all these reports together, and
They're cutting into
they're
your
cutting into
your
my
space. Yes.
YouTube listening. I'm still working, but I listen to them, and
Dadgum that job.
no, can you believe a job makes you do that? Take cows from place to see wish. Take what?
Chows.
Take shalls.
Take
Cows? No, I ain't calling you cows.
chows, Mike.
Oh,
Chows.
shalls. I was thought they meant cows.
Chows.
I'm not gonna call you cows. Let's
Please
see.
forgive him.
I'm going to Vegas end of July, beginning of August, National Sweepstake Convention. I love Vegas, but I go on a cruise instead of Vegas because if there was a distinct reason for me to go to Vegas. I like all the events around Vegas, though. I mean, like every hotel has something different going on. Like
Different theme.
Titanic,
Mhm.
they have the bodies thing at one. They have Alcatraz on one. I mean, crime museums. Every one of them's got some kind of gimmick. Kind of like Billy J's YouTube channel, where they're trying to get you to come to their hotel.
Michael.
But the one thing I love about them, they all connect, so you can stay in air condition a lot of times. You don't have to go outside. And I ain't walking that strip no more. I'm too old and too fat.
Oh no.
I would love to go back that way though and go to the Grand Canyon explore more. We had a we did weekend vacation, Hoover Dam, Flagstaff, and Grand Canyon. Need more time in Grand Canyon. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. We'll talk about that here in a second. I've been looking up if we do go there. They got some. I can either rent a car or they got some excursion type things you can do as well. Did I miss anybody else, Michelle? I think we're caught up.
I think so.
I think we're caught up. So good. So yeah, so I want to show you guys just real quick Vegas. Now Tom's doing his magic behind the scenes. Now I'm going to have to reshare. Whoops, not a video file. It's been so long, Michelle.
No, you gotta get warmed back up.
Yeah. So I'm not signed in here. Let me know if y'all can see that. Well, I know you can't see that. Let me try this. You probably still can't see
No,
that.
I can't see that,
Let
Michael
me see if I
Lovely.
can make this larger over here. That's what
Lord have mercy.
that's what she said.
Michael.
Let's see. Oh, we're zooming. All right, we're zooming in. First cough. So this is going out of Charlotte to Las Vegas, June the 9th through the 14th. It is economy, it's not first class. A lot of, listen, I understand there's resort fees, so you might as well add another $30, $40 a night for that. And then you got your taxes and all that stuff in here too. So, you're going to add $400 or $500 more. I kind of price this out a little bit. Tom's looking at for me, but we're looking, look, for three of us, flight and hotel, it's around $500-$600 a night. But we would probably stay at this one, the Mirage. We've been there before.
Yes.
We haven't stayed there before.
But they have a small zoo and they have an education research dolphin area that's really cool there.
Yeah.
I assume it's still there.
Yeah, it is. I saw videos on it. I looked it up. So yeah, they got like a dolphin thing. You got to pay extra for that. Then they have a little zoo. They got the, was it Sigmund Freud or something? Who was it?
They used to be there. Yes. They used to have
called
their
him
tiger.
Sigmund. Is it Sigmund or Siegfried?
Siegfried
and Roy. Yeah, until they got bit by a tiger. But yeah, are they dead now? I think they're dead now.
I think one of them passed away.
So yeah, we went out there back then many years ago, 10, 15 years ago, and that was a nice little zoo there.
It was a very nice zoo. We had a lot of fun.
So Billy J says he's flexing here. I'm staying in Vegas for free. Plus, I have free play at a few casinos. $750 free play at resorts. Or wow. Yeah, Resorts World is nice. I did see that.
Wow.
And then Kurt and Marcia says a lot of hidden fees add up. That's true. So yeah, looking at that, that's flying out of Charlotte, $473 per person, includes flight and stay. One night is free. Yeah, they're going to hit you with, even if it's let's say it's $100 more a night. When you do the taxes and everything else, that's $500 more dollars. So you're looking at right around $2,000, $1,900 to $2,000 for that. And they got some. We could go to where we got married at, Michelle, and Excalibur, like Luxor, $380 for the Luxor, which is right beside Excalibur. Excalibur is where we got married.
Did you just pass Excalibur?
Did I?
Yes, I think you did.
Yeah, right there.
$355.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man, it looks cheap, don't it? 3.5 stars. We don't, listen, we just want to be clean.
It does look a little cheesy.
Yeah.
However, to be fair and honest, on a cruise, though, meals, you can go all meals included. And so that is a huge price.
Yeah, and you can, though, pick hotel rooms or the resort-like things on the side. Some of them are like the time-sharing things, and they have a kitchenette. So you can go to Publix and bring your groceries in. Now, when we used to go to Vegas, we only ate a couple meals a day. We didn't eat like 3 meals a day.
So, with that,
food is expensive.
So let me tell you about a conversation that.
Oh, yeah. This is Expedia, by the way. This ain't Tom's. I apologize for saying that. Yeah, these aren't his quote prices.
No, that's just anybody.
Me just going on Expedia and looking it up real quick. Yeah.
So Anthony sent me a message today while he was in, I think he said art.
He said what?
He was in art, and he said, "Mom, I'm dying." I am so hungry. I cannot wait till lunch. I'm just
Eat a
dying.
pack of nabs.
Well, he didn't have any nabs. So, our kid has to eat 3 times a day. And snacks.
So this is a change in 10 years. Eating in Vegas is crazy expensive. See, it used to be dirt cheap. 20, it was pretty cheap.
It wasn't bad,
I mean,
unless we opted to
they
go
had all
eat
those
steak or something.
buffet, yeah, steaks and stuff were expensive, but that's the first time that we tried, what was it, something hash go-go?
Oh, yeah.
Was it something hash go-go?
I can't remember.
Man, it
With
was
the crazy
good.
waffles and stuff.
And they had the chicken and waffles. First time I
Yep.
ever had chicken waffles,
Yep.
21 years ago. Of course, they got Guy Fieri's restaurants through there. They've got, Johnny Rockets. One of the places we looked at had a Johnny Rockets.
Used to, when Mike and I would go, what is it? It's a little Irish place that had a Burger King in the back of
It's
it.
the best Burger King we've
Ever.
ever ate at.
They were slammed all of the time. Every time you go in there, and they were moving food fast. So every time you would go in there, it was like so fresh, and it was so good.
I know. I mean,
And it sounds ridiculous.
You're basing your vacation off of Burger King.
It was so
but
good.
It was the best. It was the best Burger King I've ever ate at. It was fresh, really cooked. I mean,
they were moving.
It was the Irish place that had the cheap table games too.
Mm-hmm. And it was in the very back corner.
$2 blackjack tables back then. Was it like McDuffin's or something?
I can't remember. It was so
Irish
long
pub.
ago.
Yeah, it was right there near Flamingo.
It was like right in the middle of the strip, but it was good.
So smash burgers are good. They always have a White Castle on the strip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it sounds good.
And the first time I'd ever seen a Walgreens was 21 years ago in Vegas.
Yeah, they did have.
They didn't have Walgreens around here where we live in North Carolina, and the first one I saw was on the strip corner in Vegas. So,
yep. The first Sephora I ever saw was in Vegas.
I
was like in awe.
What's the first thing you saw?
A Sephora. For all the females out there that love makeup, you just go in there, and I was just in awe, looking around like. Oh,
I don't even know what that sound was, but I did it.
Was that an audible eye roll?
I don't know. It was an audible eye roll, butt roll, fart, something. I don't know. So food can make or break a day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when we went to Vegas, though, you remember we didn't eat all day.
Yeah, we
didn't eat until that night coming back. So that's a little quick story we'll tell. So we were in. First prostitute I ever saw was in Vegas. Oh. So, Kim, let me tell you, the first one I saw was on 4th and Liberty here in North Carolina when I was 18. And then when I was 19, it was on 4th Street in Washington, downtown Washington. Let me tell you some stories about prostitute stories. That'll be a separate show one night.
This is worrying me.
These were high call guys, girls, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I used to have to work downtown in high school here in Winston-Salem, and yeah, you saw some crazy stuff down there. Vegas, what was I back? I was talking about Vegas story.
Speaking about downtown has changed here.
Even the downtown here, it is nice now.
It is. It is rather bougie.
20-some years ago, it was not. Is that where you ate last night? Was downtown?
It was downtown. A $42 steak. I went for a drug rep talk last night. $42 a steak. I didn't pay for it, but
yeah, no, that's the first time I saw that. They had this rhythm. They were like,
oh yeah,
and they were paying these guys just to hand out these flyers for prostitutes. They were like
strip clubs.
I mean, they were trying to pop it in your hand as we walked by.
Yep.
Smoking marijuana out front. I heard now it's pretty much legal, and maybe it's not legal. They just do it. I know somebody that went recently last year, and they said that it was the smell of marijuana was just horrible. I mean, it was like you couldn't walk anywhere without the smell of it. Just
secondhand high.
Nah, I don't think there's such thing as that. But
I'm just kidding.
Hey, Will G, how you doing? And welcome Kim in here tonight.
So Billy J wants to know how much she charged.
All right. So Kim says, I thought y'all were in Asheville. Winston's the next town over from me.
Really?
So technically we are in Kim. I think you asked a question one time and I answered it. Are you from Greensboro? We're from Tobaccoville.
We're in Tobaccoville, but
the big town Tobaccoville, Pofftown.
I work in Winston, and Mike now works.
I work in High Point now, so I'm driving to Greensboro every day. So yeah, let's see what do we got here. So we stayed off the strip and we loved it. Hotel had a shuttle service to downtown. but it was so much cheaper and they had lots of stuff to do there. Okay.
Yeah, we've been downtown too, and
Yes, Scott, we are back. Good to see you in here, bud. Will G, good to see you. I think I said hey to you earlier. Good to see you, Will.
in the occasional pea smell.
What
Yeah.
now?
Billy J says you do smell pot a lot, but
So Kim says, yes, you did. And I'm surprised. I'm surprised I remember that too. But I remember I thought you said you lived in a town near us. And I was like, that's not often that somebody comments on your video and they're from
nearby.
nearby. So yeah. So Tess loves to gamble here, I believe. She said, we just booked 3 elite cruises. Have you ever been on an elite cruise? Yes, we have.
We have.
And it was horrible.
Not as an elite gambler,
Not as
but
an elite gambler.
we were just
We're kind of
happened-
cheap.
yeah, we just happened to be there.
So yeah, Kim says she's from Greensboro. Well, I'm right there in
Awesome.
High Point now. I'm right off 68 is the exit I get off to go to work every day. So right next door, the home of Ric Flair. That's where she's from, Greensboro. North Carolina. Oh, that's Punta Cana, Ronnie, right?
Yeah. You're getting it all messed up.
I'm getting it all, trying to get it all crammed in here in one night back together. So yeah, the elite cruises we've been on have been packed, and you can't get in the casino. And usually, I hate to say this, our budget's not a whole lot. It's usually a couple $100 a day.
Yeah.
So we usually only spend about $1,000 on a cruise, and if we win a little bit of that, we don't spend that. So
No, we pocket some of it.
the
so
most
we
we've
go home
ever
with
spent
it.
is about $1,000. And if we go to Vegas, it'd probably be about the same thing.
Right.
We're only going to spend about $200 a day. That's why I like to find the cheap tables, and you can't find that on a cruise ship.
That's true.
I mean, you can pay the pennies. I'm just not going to do that. I like the table games personally, and the table games on cruise ships are just too high. I mean, they're
And
expensive.
once I lose so much, I get pissed off
Yeah,
about
you're
it,
like, I don't
and
wanna do it
I'm
no
done with
more.
it.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the Vegas story real quick. So it was in May. We were going to go to Vegas, rented a car. We had a car rented. We got up early, drove 4 hours up. We had to get off the highway at some point because they made everybody get off the highway. The wind was blowing so bad in May, all the 18-wheelers and everybody else had to get off the highways. So we pulled into a little convenient place, went shopping, finally was able to get back on the road. I wanted to take the pictures right at when the sun's going down. So I wanted to be there right around 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, 7 o'clock, right before they close. So
Something happens at the Grand Canyon.
we got up the Grand Canyon around Flagstaff, and we started seeing snow everywhere. And this is in May, at the end of May, or middle May.
It was hot in Vegas, so
It was
we
like
were
90
dressed
degrees.
appropriately.
We had shorts on, T-shirts in Vegas. It was 90 degrees. We get up to Flagstaff and up to the Grand Canyon.
Oh my God.
It was like 40 degrees
And
and,
we were
wind blowing hard. I about died. I was like,
Mike was not leaving until he
gotta get
got
this
the
picture.
picture.
I got to get this picture.
We were,
Michelle was miserable.
it was so
she went
cold.
back and sat in the car. It's just so
It
cold.
was so cold. So we talked about this the other night, and I was like, well, I do know one thing. I will be bringing a jacket.
Yeah, so if we go to Vegas in May, we definitely will dress appropriately. So we just got from Vegas. You ain't gonna find the cheap tables there either.
Oh,
Yeah, that's kind of hearing. So I did find a place. I think it was called Elliott's off the strip that had a little cheaper crap tables. I don't know anything about craps, but that's a game I want to learn how to play. I need to go watch a lot of videos on it. So we were talking about staying at the Mirage. And really because they got a huge pool area, they got the kids' activities there for Anthony. If we want to go down and gamble and he stay up in the room, he can do that. But like 2 out of the 5 days, one day will be Grand Canyon, and one day would be Lake Mead and the Hoover Dam. So that's 2 out of the 5 days right there.
Yeah.
So they do have a couple $1 blackjack tables around, huh?
Oh,
Okay, that's me. That would be me.
ooh, that's cheap.
That's cheap. All right, so let's look at our other option. We were talking about going on a cruise. Yeah, we had one booked on the Vista. It was a 7 or 8 dayer. We canceled that, like we said earlier, and we wanted to go to Curacao bad because we're getting ready to go to the ABCs in February next year. But I wanted to check it out first. Had to cancel it because of my job and everything, and plus, the dogs. We don't know if we're going to be able to keep one of them or not. And
But at least we've got a good situation.
yeah, we do have there's a backup situation. We have a coworker. for somebody I used to work with that lost their dog 6 months ago or so. I just guesstimate. And then now I think they're getting they're thinking about wanting to get another one. So when I told them about our situation, ours is like a $5,000 dog. You know, by the time
At least.
all the surgery, yeah, that's not the cheap part of it. That, and then turn around and having him trained and all this kind of stuff. And the main thing we were training for was not to get into it with another dog. And he still gets into it with the other dog. He
just,
can sit and he can stay and he can lay down. He can do anything you want him to do. But when you tell him not to go after the other dog, he goes after him. So we're probably, I hate to say it, we're going to have to probably get rid of him. It's going to crush us because he is a family member and we love him, but it's best for him and us. I mean, we can't, the dog we had here before, we can't.
It's crushing, but
it's crushing. All right, so let's talk about something more positive.
Well, before that, at least this home, Mike has known this lady for years and years, and he knows without a doubt that she will take
they got
excellent
they got a
care
nice
of him.
property and land in the yard,
and their previous dog was just like a family member too, and I know that he will be taken care of. As bad as it will hurt my heart.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not. It's the best of a war situation. It's a life lesson we're learning that we're not.
That I'm never doing it again.
Other dogs again.
Never ever doing it again.
I mean, I think you should if you need a dog or want a dog.
Yes, but and we've rescued all three of ours.
We're just not going to do it again.
Not happening.
Yeah. All right. So that one must have lost a little weight because it seemed a little easier to go up.
Maybe it stretched out a little bit.
That's what.
Maybe the clothes stretched a little bit.
Oh, you think just like my pants at the end of the day, it's not as hard to pull them up, right?
They've stretched a little bit.
Okay, I got you. All right, so cruise. Let's talk about a cruise. Cruises aren't cheap, especially if you do them last minute, like we're looking at.
Right.
So we're looking at Orlando or Charleston.
Charleston.
Charleston. We have some friends of ours.
Anthony grew up with their children.
Yeah, and we used to go to church with them. And they are going on their first cruise, which we'd kind of helped them along in that decision, I believe. Initially, they asked them a lot of questions, but they're going on the Sunshine, June the 17th. So we looked at that cruise. It's pretty expensive. I mean, even an interior room. They do have some rooms left. And you're looking at, Tom, don't quote me in here on this if I say it, but with taxes and everything, is looking at around $2,200-$2,300. Interior. You get into there was one balcony left on the ship. Ocean view is probably another $500 more of that, $2,700. Now the thing about like Vegas, you got to buy food and it's expensive. The cruise ship, you don't have to.
No, you can go all.
But we usually do. We usually go to the steakhouse one night.
Yeah,
we usually go to.
But we can
Kachinas
do the MDR every single night, and we don't have to if it's.
But that's still, I mean, to me, it's still expensive. $2,500 for 5 nights. It's going to Half Moon Cay,
which we absolutely love.
Which is it's my favorite beach, even over Megan's Bay.
It is. It's just beautiful.
Megan's Bay is unique. It's different, and I loved it. And it's beautiful. I'm telling you, my heart is at Half Moon Cay. I don't know that I've been to a prettier.
I don't think I have.
Bonaire and Aruba is
prettier in a different way.
Yeah, something about Half Moon Cay. So it's going to Nassau and Half Moon Cay. We've been there plenty of times. This will be our 4th.
Yeah, but I still love it.
The Sunshine or 5th time? 4th time?
Probably 4th.
So we're looking at that one.
But Anthony would have friends, and I feel comfortable with Anthony on the Sunshine. And I think that they would have an incredible time together.
Yeah, this would be the first time we went on it. Well, Ronnie and Ellie Mae, he had a good time with her.
He did.
But these 3 kids he grew up with since they were babies. I mean, Anthony came to us.
They have sleepovers together still,
old, and they've been friends since 15 months old. So Anthony feel like he's like the the captain of that ship. We get him a little captain's hat because he knows that ship left and right.
Yep.
That's a ship. Normally, don't believe in kids going anywhere by themselves. Nope. But on that ship, we always get we always get a room in the aft. We usually hang out in the aft. So it's just a matter of going up the elevator into the room. So I'm kind of willing to do that. So, Sunshine is too rocky. You don't know what you're talking about, real Dad. So Josh has blessed us with his appearance. I hope he's on at least 10 devices. So really, we probably got 16 in here instead of 26. But thank you, Josh. We appreciate that. I'll spend that 70 cent.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I'm putting that 70 cent on red. But hey, good to see you in here. So yeah, we're looking at the sunshine. June 17th, Half Moon Key. The week before that, it's going to Princess Key. It's a possibility. And then I also asked Tom to look at a Port Canaveral with Celebrity, Royal, or Carnival. I don't know if the Carnival Glory is going out around that time period or not, but that is a little bit of a drive for us to go down to Port Canaveral. It's like a 9-10 hour drive. I don't think would fly. I mean, flying right now is high too. That's why, like when you saw those prices earlier, it's cheaper to fly out of Charlotte and Raleigh, North Carolina to Vegas. I mean, if you look at like the same flight going out of those two down to Orlando, I mean, it's like $400 or $500 a person, not including, you know, if you got a hotel or not or whatever else you wanted to get on there. So Josh is making up new accounts. Okay, that's you got like 5 new accounts. Come in as Pal Panera in there as well. So Kim says she's going out in August. So y'all should join. August is a really busy time for us at work, so I don't think I can get off because we also got to get off in October. And I got to kind of slide that one in on my boss man to let him know that.
Oh, and by the way,
Yeah, by the way, I had a cruise already booked for October because he asked me that all the time. You got a cruise book? So yeah. So what do y'all think? Should we go to Vegas? 96% say cruise.
So another.
Damn, Josh, I think you're right. You're saying this is a cruise channel now, and I keep telling everybody we're not a cruise channel. We're a food and travel channel, and 96% of you say go on a cruise.
So
October is a must. October is Bermuda on the Pride, and we do want to do that one.
it would have to be like a horrible emergency.
I'm the one that actually told Adventures Ahead about that and said, hey, how about let's look at going out of Baltimore to Bermuda? And then they started researching it. Like, yeah, that is kind of cool.
I mean, I want to go bad. We're going to have an awesome time.
Kim says, I had to squeak it out to my boss as well. Yeah.
So another thing that is awesome. And
no, we stay home now all the time, Billy J.
No.
We're in a prison in our house. This is listen, you guys don't know how extreme this is. This is me on one side of the house. We have a fence in our house.
Mm-hmm. A non-effective fence.
A non-effective fence, but it's a fence in the house. And me, Anthony, Michelle stays with Harley, the one dog. The other dogs have to stay in the bedroom with somebody. They can't even be on the inside of the house on opposite sides of the fence.
There has to be a full door.
Or they will go through the fence after each other. So
and Charlie knows how to open our bedroom door.
Yeah, we have to lock our bedroom door because our dog knows how to open the door.
He takes his big old paw,
pulls it down,
and pulls it and scoops the door
pulls
towards
it back to him, and he can go in and out.
Yep.
So now we have to lock it. So our dogs are smarter than we are, Michelle.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So yes, Mike and I, for the last 6 months, have spent absolutely no time together except on vacation.
So now Real Dead is saying they're taking over that cruise ship, and they're their host on it. Well, I want my booking fee. I want my share of the. What do you eat, Michelle?
I'm eating.
Michelle's eating a sugar baby that's been down here for like a month ago.
It's banana taffy.
The banana taffy. The 1970s banana taffy from a month ago. Jeez.
It's not like it can go bad or anything.
We had to do that with our dogs. I lived upstairs with one, and my ex lived downstairs with the other. It stunk. Yeah,
it is.
It's like you live in two separate houses within the same house. When we got codes, we're like, put him in your room, then we got to constantly communicate. You put him in your room, I'm going to let them out, and then we got to make sure the door's locked too at the top because he's figured out how to open the door to come back in. He
doesn't look smart, but he is.
But what's crazy about it is they can be outside the fence and run up and down and play on each side of the fence outside.
Yep.
But once you bring them inside, it's a
It's
different.
male territorial.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like most people think we should go on a cruise.
Oh, back to what I was getting ready to say. Especially for the ladies or the gentlemen that are the ones that pack. If we go out of Charleston, I can throw our crap in a suitcase and not have to worry about weighing it, not have to worry about how much it weighs and trying to get it through the airport and have to pay extra for fees. Just throw our crap in there and go.
So Controversial Cruising says, I found you looking for cruising content. Okay. That's better than some of them says, I found you when you used to cook and now I don't like your show no more. And I had to start up a separate channel for cooking.
Well, that's rotten.
Yeah, I know, but that's true.
That's rotten.
So we're playing Madden later, Mike. Oh, wait, you gave up both of your teams. That's right. Well, you're going to the gym tonight, Josh. I can't remember when Michelle gets off. You got to go to the gym. What Madden you playing, Josh? So Josh and I, listen, I'm 53 years old. Michelle got me a Madden
PS whatever.
PS5 for Christmas. For my birthday, I'm sorry. And so now Josh and I play a couple nights a week. He usually crushes me. I did beat him 3 nights in a row or 3 times in a row, but after that he's like killing me like 30-0 or 30-7. Sometimes there's a close game in there. But
he's been playing longer than you have, though.
He has. I mean, like he's playing a long time and he still sucks. So it's embarrassing that I even beat him as many hours as he's got on the game, because I went in and saw how many hours he's played. I didn't realize you could do that on PS5. Josh, bro,
I'm sorry, Josh.
You're playing more than you're working right now. You're playing. Michelle, if Michelle's watching this on a replay, which I know she's not.
Sorry.
Michelle, Josh he needs to be eBaying more and less playing on the PS5.
Don't get him in trouble. Don't get him in trouble.
He's probably using a Game Genie. What in the heck is that? I don't even know what that means, you know? So now they changed it. Now they're going tomorrow night to the gym. Okay.
So he wants to play.
So give us some other thoughts. What else? We could go to Smoky Mountains.
Yeah.
This late in the game would be hard to get a room somewhere.
Golly, and it's
probably have to get a cabin somewhere out in the woods.
A couple of years ago, when Anthony and I looked, I mean, it was like
$300 a night.
Yeah.
$300 a night. And that's the thing I like about Myrtle Beach. Like we used to go to Myrtle Beach years ago.
Gosh,
that's why 21 years ago we went to Las Vegas and got married. It was cheaper to fly to Vegas, stay a week,
yes,
even gambling, than it was to go to Myrtle Beach and stay a week. It was so expensive.
And it certainly is now.
And now they call it Murder Beach instead of Myrtle Beach. So yeah. Any other ships you think we should try? Maybe out of Port Canaveral. Is there a favorite of yours out of there? I know the Vista goes out there some, but that's one we might could look at. And the Traveling Gilberts. Good to see you in here, Ronnie. Teresa
you guys.
Everything is so expensive.
It is.
You're exactly right.
You've been going to the grocery store. It's painful.
It is.
Absolutely painful.
Yeah. So I'm open for, believe it or not, I told Tom, check out MSC, Michelle.
Are you serious?
What if we...
Oh my gosh.
What if we we went on Celebrity, which was good. Very good.
Great. But Anthony's going to be with us.
Again. MSC, how many of y'all went on MSC? Would Anthony like MSC? Should we do the Margaritaville cruise? I mean, that...
What do you think about that, Josh?
Yeah, Josh says, you're just doing that for a clickbait. You're just trying to get subs out of it. You're just trying to do something that you're trying to do one of those negative videos to get all the views on it.
Maybe we should bypass that.
So yeah, Ronnie, I watched your key lime pie video and some other videos you've done. Key West is definitely our bucket list. That is a place we love to go. And I did look at one time. I didn't tell Tom to look at this, but I looked at how much it was to go out of Galveston and New Orleans, because I would like to go to Cozumel again too, because I really like Cozumel. It's been a few years since we went to Cozumel.
Yeah, I saw that meringue. That thing was just ginormous. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, MSC is pretty decent. Okay.
We're gonna be pissed off about the food though.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. Mr. Travel Agent himself says MSC still considers Anthony a child passenger. Lower cruise rates. Carnival? Royal?
Wow. That's pretty awesome.
We might go MSC. It might be next week. We're telling you who we went on that show. It might be, The thing is, if we go with Carnival, the October cruise will be platinum.
Yes, it will.
But is platinum really worth it? I don't think you get enough out of it. I don't think it's really worth all that. I don't know. Maybe MSC's calling us. I don't know if it was the Seashore. Was it the Seashore? Which one did you go on recently, Billy J? Lobster roll at DJ's. Yeah, I heard that was really good.
That sounds so good.
Yep, we just went to Key West. Key West does look like fun.
That sounds so good.
A lot of walking though, Michelle.
Well, my niece say that does not sound good.
So Josh says they're going to Cosmo in 20 days. Yeah, I'd like to go to that Paradise Beach Club. I've seen that one. We still haven't done Mr. Sanchez. We did Nachi.
Yeah, we haven't.
So we liked MSC Seashore. Okay. So that's something I keep hearing about. Is the food, I hear hit or miss with the food with MSC. Is it overall, Billy J? I know I saw a couple of your videos, but overall, what's your thoughts on it? Is it good or not? You know me, I'm a foodie guy.
Coming off Celebrity, I'm scared that we would be.
Well, any of them compared to Celebrity is going to be hurting. But I don't know. I talked to, believe it or not, I'm not trying to name drop here, but Nautical Nurse Nancy, who comes in here occasionally, it was her birthday a couple of weeks ago, and I messaged her on Marco Polo and said, happy birthday. She was still on the Vista. I thought she was getting off. She was doing a back-to-back. And she said that the Vista food was the best they've had on that ship, but said the buffet had been changed. The buffet food was really good. Said the MDR was good. They said they could not believe the difference in the food on that ship. And
Really?
Yes. So I hate that we were supposed to go in June on the Vista too. So Mike's a kiss butt. Yeah. Josh.
Not very
He's
nice.
just jealous I'm not kissing your butt. Let's see. Carnival Cruise Acts. Good to see you in the house. I don't know. They may be boycotting us since we haven't been on any lives for last month. I don't know. No, Mike and Betsy wouldn't do that. In fact, one night I watched it and they were wearing a Lovey's Fat Life shirt.
Well,
I didn't comment on it. That's another one of situations where you watch and you don't say nothing just to see. Like sometimes I go into Ventures Ahead show on Saturday nights and hear him start talking smack about me, and then I have to chime in because he thinks I'm not there and he's talking about me.
I see how that
bad
works.
about me. On top of that,
I see.
Yep, food. That's right. People love food videos. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and I don't want to go on a cruise that doesn't have good food.
So could we do MSC, Michelle?
No.
It's all new though.
I don't know.
I got one time with the Celebrity, and I feel like I'm a celebrity expert.
We had a lot of fun on that ship, though.
We did. We did a lot of drinking on that ship.
We did a lot of that martini
Especially
bar.
her.
That martini
She outdrank me.
Please.
Y'all saw the vlogs. Anthony recorded the other day.
I know what he did.
The video on YouTube. He screenshot where she was drunk.
And he went and showed it to his imprints teacher. I wasn't too happy.
Oh yeah, where she was so drunk she passed out at the grill.
I wasn't happy.
See, Michelle ain't as innocent as y'all think she is.
Yes, I am.
I don't even know what that sound is. I made it. This is like can't remember what the sounds are and just make sounds out there. MSC is low on our list, but not at the bottom. Okay.
What's the bottom? Other than Margaritaville.
Okay. Let's bring that up. It's a good topic real quick. We don't have about 8 minutes left. What is the worst cruise line and cruise ship you've been on? At the end of the show, and I know there's a lot of Carnival fans in here, but
Thank you, Meg.
If you have to pick the worst ship you've ever been on, and then you can say who the cruise line is, we'll probably figure that out. Which one is it? So Destination Fun says, what about the Utopia? I don't know. I mean, all of them are so expensive. I would love to do something, you know, I probably have to get an older royal ship. Is probably what we'd have to do. What was that? Gosh, she's got you full, Meg. All right, I'm giving this one to you, Megan. I don't even know what it is. Can't wait to go back and watch the replay on that. I'll see what I gave her. Okay. All right, so here we go. People are starting to worse. Oh God, there's a lot. Carnival Sunrise is getting beat up. Let's see. Our friends Beth and Chris. Oh, you act like y'all are just their best friends and the only friends. I watch their videos too, Gilberts. I comment on them too. It's usually after you. You're first there as soon as our video drops on Sunday mornings, but I'm right behind you. Our friends Beth and Chris. Our friends Beth and Chris, who are exclusively our friends, have a group cruise on new MSC ship next October. Maybe look into that one. Yeah, next October. So next October. Maybe. Yeah, I love Beth and Chris do some really, if you're an MSC fan, they do some great videos.
They do. They're funny.
They're so funny. And they
Beth
edit.
is so cute.
She is cute. Oh, whoops.
No,
she's got a cute personality. Cute. Yeah, she's cute too. But I'm getting myself in trouble. But we did the whole Half Moon Cay trying to find their treasure they buried. We couldn't find it.
We never found it.
Somebody else found it either before or after us. I don't know. I'm going to say they found it before us, so I don't look like an idiot. But then we watched a video a couple weeks ago where they did another one where they were going back and finding their own treasure and reburying it. I thought it was really cool. They do some cool, neat things.
Yes.
But, yeah, they've got a really good channel. And I think they're not doing exclusively MSC, but they're really focusing on MSC videos, which business-wise, that's a decision they made, and they kind of like it. Yeah. You know, so good for them. Yes. Good for anybody who watches their videos.
And it's a more affordable line.
So Utopia, I don't know about that. Carnival Sunrise. That was our first cruise ship. We've said it many, many times. It was actually the Carnival Triumph back then. 2 or 3, I think it was about 3 weeks before the poop ship debacle. We were on that ship. That was our first ever cruise. Was on the Triumph. And that was before the makeover too. Worst cruise line and ship was the Carnival Ocean. We've been on the Carnival Ocean. It wasn't that bad. It's just older.
Yeah. But at the time, we didn't know any.
Carnival Sunrise again.
We didn't know any different.
Norwegian Sky, really? And that's kind of a newer ship, ain't it?
What made it bad?
Only been Carnival. Oh God, what a homer! Josh wants to be the influencer for Carnival so bad, and I think he's jealous that Pal Panera beat him to it.
Oh Lord!
And Mr. Traveler. No, Mr. Traveler's he's not a style. Yeah. I think he's not exclusive to Carnival anymore. I think they broke up. Carnival Glory. I hate the setup of that ship. I saw that one, and I think it goes out of Port Canaveral every once in a while.
Yeah, we've never been on it.
So Traveling Gilbert says, I've never been on a bad ship.
I kind of feel that way.
The one that
some are better than others, but a cruise is so good regardless.
So we went on Ecstasy.
Yeah.
And it was an old ship.
Yeah.
But it was Anthony's first cruise. Mm-hmm. And it was out of Charleston. Mm-hmm. And it's old, and compared to some of the newer stuff now, is like really bad. But even then, we didn't know any difference. It was only our second cruise, so we didn't think it was that bad.
No, we didn't know any better because we're still cruising today.
KY. Wow. Sunrises is like killing it.
Wow.
Do we need to go on the Sunrise and do a review?
Is it as bad as everybody said?
Controversial cruising? Margaritaville at Sea, paradise, but it was still fun. Okay. So I just got off the Carnival Sunrise Monday, and I swear it makes me want to cancel all my Carnival cruises. No.
Oh my gosh, what was wrong with it?
What is going on?
What was so bad,
Shut
Amanda?
The front door. What is wrong with it?
We need to know more.
We need to know. We need to do a whole show on the Sunrise. The Sunshine's not that bad. Josh, Beth, and Chris from Asheville, North Carolina, some Southerners. They're good people. from the great state, the North state of North Carolina,
I swear.
Asheville, North Carolina. Great channel, MSC. May want to look them up because they're chomping on our butts with subscribers there, Josh. So you'll probably be looking up to them before too long.
They're
Then they actually
very
have more
quick.
than Real Dead. Yeah, we've had them on our show.
We have.
Yeah,
She actually is a cancer survivor, and
Yeah, good people.
she is just precious.
when we had dinner the other night, we said we wouldn't. Okay, thank you, Gilbert. So you drove all the way up here to Asheville and didn't tell us to go meet them over there. Okay, I got you now. We had fun on the Sunrise, but they need to retire that ship.
Stunk and
And it was
nasty.
stunk and nasty. Old
Okay, that's
poops, the poop ship coming out. You know, and that ship is actually not as old as the Sunshine. The Sunshine is older. I think the Sunshine is the oldest ship in Carnival's fleet right now. It used to be
is.
the Destiny and was made over, but it's still a top 8 moneymaker for Carnival. I looked it up not long ago, and it's a top 10. It was like 7 or
It's
8.
really amazing. I'm not sure why.
Well, if you think about it, these ships that go out every 4 or 5 days and don't do these big
That's
long
true.
7, 8, 9, 10
That's
days,
true.
they're bringing more people in a shorter
Right.
amount of time.
And more people can work that into their schedule.
Right.
That makes sense.
So let's see.
I know it's expensive to go on them.
Let's see. We got some here. It was a good one. It was a Triumph. Okay. So let's see what we got right here. Hey, Joanne.
Hi, Joanne.
Just got off the Carnival Horizon.
We love
Loved
the
it.
Horizon.
Didn't get off in Jamaica or Cozumel because of the travel advisories. Usually love
Oh.
Cozumel. They make you nervous to get off the ship. So yeah, Horizon.
It's an awesome ship.
It may be my favorite, still my favorite ship. Even after going on the Celebration, I just love the layout of that ship, and that's why we're going next February back on the Horizon. I wish we could find the Horizon that week. We'd have to fly though. I don't want to
I
fly.
don't want to fly.
So Kim says, "Oh dear, I'm on elation. June the 6th, and I'm not expecting much, but the price, casino rates, give me that crusty, dusty, good." That's right.
You'll have fun.
Listen, I mean, yeah, no ship's a bad ship.
Yeah,
Hey,
you will
how you
have
doing,
fun.
Bill? How you doing? Good to see Warm Strong Adventures in the house. So we're getting really close to the end of tonight. So I don't even know if it still works. But if you are a content creator, you got a YouTube channel, put hashtag LUVYN, and let's see if it throws a link to your channel up here in the last few minutes. Don't know if that still works. It's been over a month ago. And I didn't realize Facebook wouldn't let you do StreamYard on it anymore. I just found that out last night. Now, if you put me on a ship, I'll be happy to cruise on whatever. That's right.
Yep.
That's right. So good luck. You may get blew up and get a lifeboat. Oops, I don't know what that.
I don't
Yeah.
want to visit a
No, I
lifeboat.
don't want to be on a lifeboat.
We saw a YouTube video on that. I do not want to get in the lifeboat.
That was a good video, though.
It was, but
Um,
I don't want to get in there.
So let's see. When we sailed on the Sunrise, it was filthy. The staff was rude, and the food was terrible.
That's
Man, I hate to hear
awful.
that. Okay, I hate to hear that, Tom and Brenda. So never heard of them. I don't watch cruise videos of ships I'm not going on. That's true. I mean, I don't just randomly watch a video on one that I'm probably not going on. Let's see. So people throwing butts off the side. Security doesn't care. Ship was filthy, food everywhere, stunk like the poop cruise. No one cared that people were smoking and vaping where they weren't supposed to. Wow.
Okay, I don't like that.
That's one thing I don't think that Carnival does a good job of security, which I'm not saying there's other security at other ships doing a good job either. But I mean, you hardly ever see security unless
That's true.
you're getting on the ship in New York or something. There really is no such thing as a bad cruise. Some are better than the others, but we always have a good time. That's right.
That's true.
I mean, that's what the main thing is.
Yep.
So, Mike, don't be silly. They came to us. Oh, well, that makes sense. Okay, I got you now. So, Meg's saying that, Kim, I actually love the Elation. Recently refurbished, doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but has its own charm. And
That's like the Sunshine.
That's like the Sunshine. And to me, the Pride we're going on in October. You know, it's an older ship too. So, so the Sunshine is the oldest, but that had that big old refurb. That's right. big money put into it.
And it's very charming. We love that ship.
I love the layout of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was on the Sunrise a couple years ago, and I doubt I'd do it to be okay. I found it to be okay. Going on the Sunshine for the second time in November, I like that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do too.
Yep.
And the giver said, it's been a while since we have been to the Northern South. Hey,
Well, you need to come
come
on
on up here. You know, we're the great North South here in North Carolina. So hashtag love you is popping up. And guess what? I don't know that it's working because I don't see nobody's links popping up. So maybe it's not working and I need to figure out how to get it to work again.
It booted you.
Yeah. So Billy J, you're the guinea pig. Let's see, Northern South Gilbs. That's right. Let's see. Carolinas. Yeah, the Carolinas. Love you guys and love Anthony. Such a good boy. Hey, Jillian, he really is. He is a good kid. We were very blessed to have Anthony as our son. He's always been good. He is at that age, though, where he likes to talk back a little bit, those teenage years. So we got to, if I don't go to prison in the next 5 years, I'll be okay.
In comparison to other kids, he's excellent, but there's still those days.
So, yeah. Oh, where my parents live, north or south. Yeah, we're in north. And actually, Scott, your uncle messaged me the other day, and he's delivered propane to my house. Tell you what kind of small world that is. Delivered propane to my house, and he remembered. He's like, I know your face. I know you from somewhere. He messaged me on Facebook Messenger, and he said, yeah, didn't you call and ask me to deliver it? And I couldn't get down because of the ice. I was like, yes, I remember that. And he goes, that was me you talked to. And I was like, wow, small world. So north, everything that goes up north comes down south. I can just put it that way. And just FYI, y'all know this. We just joke back and forth.
Those two.
Nothing about, Josh Real Dead. That's a horror channel that we have together, and we have a good time with it. And we always pick about the North and the South, and it's nothing to do about the Civil War or anything like that. Or
they just bust each other's chops.
It actually
constantly.
makes our wives happy we do this because we take less out on them.
Yep. They can just yap all the time and leave me out of it.
That's right. So I guess we're over tonight.
We're way over. We should be ashamed.
Yeah. What's his name going live tonight?
What's his name?
What's her name? What's her name going live tonight? What's your name?
Would that be Beach Please?
Beach Please. Are they going live tonight? Are we in their time period? Maybe we need to come out. Hit like and subscribe because hey, that is my line, Joe. Hit that like and subscribe button. Doesn't cost you a darn thing. That's right. Yeah, Uncle Brady. Uncle Brady messaged me. And also some good friends of your aunt's who worked at Wilco together. I worked with her she was our HR manager. And she also is a member of Real Dead Horror Community. She knows your aunt real well because they work together at Wilco. So small world. Small world. King of the Hill. That's right. Propane delivery.
Traveling.
Oh, so they're cruising tonight. No wonder. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So KY's going out. Good night. Hey, thank you, Tom. Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you looking into that for us as well. Yeah. Good night, everyone. I think it's that time. We've went over our time. Beach Please is not live. Embarkation Day for them. That's awesome for them.
Good job.
They deserve that.
Yes.
Thanks for those that came in tonight.
Yes. Thank you. We
maybe
missed
in
y'all.
the next week or two, we'll finally have a decision. We'll have a big reveal. Woo! That we, what we decided to do. I'll be honest with you, it's still 50-50 right now.
Yep.
Maybe leaning towards the cruise, but Anthony would be devastated.
He will be so upset.
He wants to go to Vegas. So you guys have a good one. Where are we going to go out with tonight, Anthony? Let's go out with, what are we going to go out with, Michelle?
I don't know, something beautiful.
Let's just go out with something.
Cool.
Yeah, beautiful.
Sure, everyone does it, but everyone tries to hide it a little differently. Who is brave enough to dive deep into the bowels of this investigation? There could only be one YouTube channel elementary enough to take this on. Lovey's Fat Life will help you pinpoint who dealt it every time. Windbreakers, silent but deadly, rip-roaring flatulation of the seismic blast, or maybe a shart. Join us as we review The Fart Files.